So the way the eye doctors treat each other for pink eye is vastly different from the way they treat you for pink eye when you get it. And this is just a great example of where there can be a lot of science and a lot of data supporting a therapy, but if there's no clear profit motive or incentive, it doesn't really matter, and it's almost as if it doesn't even exist. And you probably didn't know that you can treat pink eye, or AKA viral conjunctivitis, with topical betadine. All you have to do is just numb your eye, put a few drops in, let it sit, and then rinse it out. And this decreases your symptom duration by several days. It decreases the viral load, and you're basically up on your feet, ready to get back to normal life much, much faster. But if you
So come on, this guy's, I know he's a doctor, says he's a retinal surgeon, but he's got a narrative there, and his narrative is BS. And listen, I'm not an eye doctor, I'm a neurologist, but I am a doctor. I know how to read the literature. I kind of know how clinical medicine works. So it didn't take me long to get the backstory on the betadine treatment for viral conjunctivitis, and it's nothing like what this guy is saying. First of all, his premise one is that doctors don't do this. Actually, a third of eye doctors will use betadine treatment for viral conjunctivitis. So some are doing it. He says that there's evidence that it works. That's kind of whitewashing a lot of complexity. In fact, there is a debate going on about whether or not it does work. A 2022 Cochrane review, so this is a systematic review, it's the gold standard of systematic reviews of all the published evidence out there so far, said that there is not enough evidence to say that this treatment is effective. So there's literally in 2024, just in September, published like pro and con in the ophthalmology literature. Should we be doing this to treat viral conjunctivitis? And you can make a good case for doing it and a good case for not doing it. It's not risk-free. If you don't adequately rinse out the iodine after you put it in the eye, it could stain the cornea, for example. So, and you have to compare it to the alternatives. The alternative is using hot cloths, using artificial tears. And if you do that, that also reduces the symptoms and also, it helps people deal with it. And so the question is, should this become the standard of care or not? And the answer is we need to do more research to really answer that question. And for now, there's two schools of thought. Some people do it, some people don't do it. The evidence, there's some positive evidence, but it's not there yet to say that this should become the standard of care. That's the debate that's happening. This has nothing to do with, well, we can't bill for it, but, first of all, you can, because people will come into your office for an office visit and you treat them, and that's the treatment you give them, and you get to bill them for that. There are ophthalmologists, I found them, that advertise, come in and we do betadine treatment for viral conjunctivitis. So they're actually advertising that they do it. So his narrative is just nonsense. It doesn't comport with reality. The reality is clinical questions are complicated. Evidence is often mixed. And answering the question of what should be the standard of care treatment often is not clear cut, and there's often disagreements about it. And that's clearly what's going on here. There's a disagreement among experts about what the standard of care is. Some do it, some don't, and that's it. There's nothing. It's not like doctors are secretly giving each other the real treatments and we're withholding effective treatments from our patients because we can't bill for it. That's nonsense.